100% of Uncharted had Nathan Drake and Victor Sullivan eyeing on one mystery. A mystery about El Dorado. A lot happened to these fellas, and not just through the main campaign, but through 46 achievements where we had to hunt down 60 treasures, one secret relic, and deal with a stupid amount of miscellaneous achievements ready for a grind. But that's not all. We also had to beat the entire game on crushing, a difficulty that lives up to its name and crushed me into pieces of rage I didn't even know I had in me. Your time means gold to me, so let me take you on this journey through 100% of Uncharted, Drake's Fortune. We start our journey off by first activating photo mode. It will be important later, but we'll start our actual journey on the easy difficulty, as there will be a lot, and I mean a lot of collectibles to hunt down. We're diving deep through the seaweed. There must be a beginning of any great matter, but continuing on to the end until thoroughly finished, that yields the true glory. Sir Francis Drake. A documenter named Elena seems to be documenting the coffin of a legendary explorer, Sir Francis Drake, off the coast of Panama. Someone who was buried at sea over 400 years ago. Nathan steps in with his crowbar, defiling his ancestors' remains. Or well, so far he believes that it's his ancestor, as his name is Nathan Drake and the explorer was Sir Francis Drake. It isn't rocket science. According to Elena, Francis Drake didn't even have children. According to Nathan, history can be wrong. The coffin is empty, except for a little box. And inside is exactly what Nathan was looking for. Elena wants it on camera, but oh, that ain't happening. The deal was for the coffin. Elena's pissed and tells Nathan that if her show didn't fund this expedition, he would have never...
You got your story, lady.
Nathan senses something's up and beeps up Sully that they've got a little trouble. What the hell is going on, Nathan?
Pirates.
My boy pulls up his little case of 4 Makarovs. The modern kind of pirates are coming in, and not the ones taking prisoners, or well, at least male prisoners. We see them up ahead in boats. Elena suggests we call the authorities, but hey, your boy Drake ain't even got a permit to be here.
So unless you want to end up in a Panamanian jail, we should probably handle this ourselves.
Well, what's worse?
You obviously haven't been in a Panamanian jail. Do you know how to use one of these?
Yeah, it's like a camera. You point and shoot, right?
Good girl.
So, okay, I guess here we go. Now, the first chapter of the game, Ambush, is the perfect level to pop our first trophy. The Headshot Expert trophy, where you need 5 headshots in a row, which isn't all too crazy to do when the boat stands still. So, that is the Headshot Expert achievement. Numero uno. 45 more to go. After this, I was just shooting the rest of the goons boarding the ship, until there he is, Victor goddamn Sullivan. With the ship blown up, Elena saving her stupid camera. We don't have time for that, lady. We just about survive and meet the man in the flesh.
I can't leave you alone for a minute, can I?
It appears Sully is much of a charmer, and then they fly off ASAP so they don't attract more attention. Nathan proudly shows Sullivan the little present he found from Sir Francis. What Nathan's holding is Drake's lost diary. He now knows he faked his death and he must be onto something big. Elena says she deserves a little look, all to compensate her troubles. On this boat, we see Nathan going about his entire yap session on how Sir Francis took the Spanish fleet by surprise, taking all the ships, maps, ladders, journals, and all that has been recorded in the diary he very much possesses. Sir Francis discovered something on that voyage. Something so secret, something so valuable, they couldn't even risk it getting out. Sullivan does not care one bit about a stupid story. He wants to cut to the chase. That cut is El Dorado. Sully is interested big time now. Sadly enough, the last page was torn out. Nathan knows that this is it. They're very close. As Sullivan is excited, he is also smart and mentions our little lady problem. Elena rants about what happened at the boat towards Melissa, someone that works for her little show, and also does not mention she was actually firing a gun, which makes sense. Nate doesn't see it as a big deal, but oh boy, Sullivan doesn't trust her by a long shot. If we don't cut her loose right now, the entire world will be racing toward El Dorado. Seems like Elena also doesn't trust them, but that's too bad for her. We're dipping, bringing us to chapter 2, The Search of El Dorado. So we go on a look for El Dorado, with Sully yapping about his time pawning a phone or something, and comparing it to the risk we are taking now. Totally listening, Unc. Anyway, I find my first treasure, which got me the first treasure achievement, and obtained the silver mosaic Inca earring, as our first of the next upcoming 60 treasures. Not much further, Nathan is extremely confused. This is the place where they need to be. He is standing exactly on the spot. Sully is a bit grumpy, once again, a dead end. But let's not just give up yet. guys, we have to take a look around. It won't hurt. So we come across some ancient pillars, and that indeed gives us more of a hint that we might actually be pretty close. So I do all the Uncharted climbing, trying to find, well, anything really. And indeed, we find something funny about the ground. It appears to be hollow, so our next objective is trying to smash through it. First though, the jeweled silver monkey, our second treasure. Now to break through the hollow thingy, I headed toward the right side to climb some ledges and make my way to this boulder that smashed right through it. And inside we got our handy dandy flashlight, and Sully was hoping for gold, but it has been picked clean centuries ago. The helmet indicates that it wasn't Francis, it was the Spanish. Sully's pissed because, oh snap, that guy's in debt. Nathan always told him to stay away from the bad guys and girls. And then Sully smells that he has some sort of feelings for that reporter Elena. Oh, that old man ain't stupid. Nathan goes in decline though, but who cares, cause we find ourselves that decorated golden ring. Blow up this barrel to make a bridge, traverse away inside this door thanks to Sully, and then jam it for Sully. That just went right. Close call there, old man. Nathan feels some sort of familiarity, so we check Drake's journal, and well, yes indeed, this gives us a clue. And with Sully being the old chain smoker, he can light that bad boy up. So our passage blocker can burn to ash, and I traverse the side ledges that aren't completely stable anymore, and then safely slide my way down to blow up some barrels, making a ladder for my boy Sully. And we light another one of them thingies. Now, once again, with the journal we can complete the next puzzle, so I push all 4 buttons in the right order according to the book, which leads into this hole. In the middle, opening up. So we climb down, push this block, activating the water stream, and take a dive into it, reaching the bottom safely, and also a silver llama. Climbing up from there, we blow up a wall for Sully, open this uniquely structured gate, and make our— oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap! Well, aren't you lucky, Sully? He took the easy route. Up the stairs, Drake discovers that there was a huge gold statue. The El Dorado was not a city of gold. It was a golden statue, a golden idol. There are tracks with a gold trail, the only way of finding this idol. Or at least, it's a hint. The best thing to do is follow those tracks. So yeah, that's the plan now. But first, the golden Inca cup. And right back outside, I jump some pillars. And that's the silver turtle. We find one huge rusty submarine, or well, a U-boat from the Nazis. Sully doesn't trust it, though Nathan genuinely cannot believe it, and he will be sure to notify him if he runs into any Nazis. He gives Sully the diary for now, and we enter chapter 3. A surprising find. So, to investigate the U-boat, we monkey ourselves across these cliffs to get to it. But shimming my way slightly from the objective, I find a gold Tiarona pendant. After that beautiful treasure, I make my way to the U-boat, and at the very tippy-toppy of its nose, I snatch the gold and turquoise Inca earring. Then I drop myself into the boat from the middle bit. Inside isn't much, and behind this very nice safe door is some very disgusting dead men. Holding onto some old gold coins. Further down, we get ourselves another door. We had to swim a little bit, but found ourselves another dead man. It's the captain. Sully's plan is to check his wallet. Oh, of course that's his plan. But Nate discovers something much crazier. It's a map coordinates as UK2642. This little piece of paper might just be the missing page from the diary. Francis and the Germans were after the same treasure. Sully's radio contact suddenly gets lost. Well, I mean, we're in a U-boat, so it's probably just bad signal. So let's get out of this thing. Oh crap, that's a bomb. That bomb cannot go off. We gotta swim. Go, 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 go. Okay, that was so. I know, who are these guys?
Friends of yours, Sully?
His name is Gabriel Roman, but Nate already knew that. He's just here for business, and he's the man who Sully is in debt with, and now asking if we may have found something in that boat. Sully tells Nate he already knows, so I better off just hand the map.
What does a Kriegsmarine map have to do with El Dorado?
Sully explains why a Kriegsmarine map has something to do with El Dorado, aka Germans onto the same treasure.
So, we're square?
For now. But just in case you need a reminder.
Sully does not want Gabriel to involve Nate, so he steps in and Gabe just fires at Sully! Oh shit, no! And also the entire boat explodes! Nate has no way of saving Sully. His only chance is to just outrun these fools. So we're running for our lives and of course grieving as— God damn it, Sullivan! Anyway, we outran them and— oh, why are you here? We shut her up as we're being chased by an entire crew of goons. Nate informs her that Sully's dead and well, she has at least some empathy. And Nate's in luck, as Elena has a gun with her. Thank God. So we have to take down some of them goons and get ourselves a nice AK and seem to be going through the same route as we went through with Sully. Only, well, backwards. It's like playing a mirrored map of Mario Kart. Oh, and as we're also not free of enemies this time, I wasn't struggling, but it wasn't easy. And saying that while playing on the easy difficulty shows how utterly screwed I will be on the crushing. Along the lines, I got the 20 headshots achievements for, well, getting 20 headshots. When Elena and Nate breathe the beautiful outside, they spot a nice little truck. As Nate tries to start the rust bucket, he informs Elena as much as possible on what he has discovered so far. Not entirely what Sully would have wanted, but hey, he got no one else right now. So they escape the islands and seem to be flying toward the islands the map marked. With Elena, of course, shooting it for her show, and wow, of course, big luck strikes again, they got anti-aircraft fire.
This is so not cool! Enough with the damn camera! We gotta bail out!
As Elena finds 2 parachutes, she builds up the courage to jump out. With Nathan wondering why in God's name he is trying to save this shitty plane, he also tries to bail out, only there's a hole in his chute. So even more luck is on our side. We enter chapter 4. Plane wrecked, with strangers wanting to kill Nate, left this map on a burning plane, lost Elena, who is most likely dead. So yeah, this is great! First thing we discover is a silver Inca figurine. Then progress by shooting the lock and earn the Novice Fortune Hunter achievement for finding our 10th treasure. Not all too long later, when climbing our way up, we discovered the gold frog treasure. And then, our first firefight. So yeah, we are still being followed. Which makes sense, as I mean, a plane crashed 2 minutes ago. I think it's pretty obvious there are intruders. Or well, intruder, as we're not sure that Elena is still loafing around. Once I make my way over to the broken structures, I am met with quite a firefight. This was showing me how bloody screwed I will be on crushing. Like, it was already terrifying on easy. Easy, people. And the more bastards I killed, the more started popping up. Anyway, after the fights, I got the intricate gold ring. From there, I continued onwards into even more trouble, bringing me to my first death. But after taking my time a little bit more, I pulled through and snatched the patterned silver ring. Once we parkoured our way past the locked gates, there was of course more combat. But most importantly, the 50 kills with the PM 9mm achievement popped. I found the golden jaguar statue, trying to progress, not falling into the water, as that is a pretty powerful stream we probably do not want to fight against. And well, this truck came out of nowhere. We blew it up with no problem, and indeed learns that falling into the stream is a death wish. Once successfully arriving though, I had to take down 2 more annoying knobheads. Finally, get a stream I can swim in, and hey, a silver Inca vessel. And would you look at that? Our fucking airplane in a tree, and it seems to be getting plundered. As they are not happy with me crashing the party, there is some serious combat, and well, I was starting to learn the game's mechanics and somewhat breeze through. Climbing in our leftover plane, it still consists of a map. Lucky bastard. And in the distance, we spot a chute hanging on a tower. That must be Elena's. We get attacked once more, but I got myself a shotgun, and since it is easy, my health is pretty high, so I just played tank class for a bit. And then they blew up the wall. That did put me into some trouble. Or well, a lot of trouble, cause I died once again. On my second try, I got them all, and thanks to the blowing up of the passage, I can now go through and get myself that golden toothpick. Witness straps right after it, so we better watch where we're going. And a little climb later, the silver bird vessel was obtained. And then we had a little battle extravaganza with an unbelievable amount of booby traps. And a dipshit with a grenade launcher, so this was definitely a fun trip. Once Mr. Grenade Man was taken care of, the roles were reversed. And I found the silver Inca earring, and then had to climb this big wall entering chapter 5. Fortress. So this was just climbing simulator with totally zero mistakes. Once inside the fortress, there is even more climbing. Oh, hell yeah! But once we bust through this window, we discover our next sidearm, which is the Uzi. Then, making good use of it, making my way to this roof, I find the strange relic, a treasure also rewarding me with the relic finder achievement. And not a minute later, the intermediate fortune hunter achievement for finding 20 treasures. This place was stacked with treasures. I also find the gold mosaic and earring. With all these treasures, we move on right into another firefight. And oh boy, well, not easy. But when I finally made it towards Elena's last known location, the good thing, her dead body isn't hanging. The bad thing is we have still no clue where the hell she is. Then I accidentally activated photo mode, earning me to shoot some B-roll for Elena, so that's great. Ziplining our way across, we spot Elena, I don't know, filming some stuff. We hear some man on the radio. Nathan apparently knows their language, and oh wow, it worked. Or maybe not. They're armed, not opening the gate as friendlies. Now I found myself a West revolver, aka a goddamn Magnum. I make good use of it. Had to pass by a turret gunner and somehow make my way over safely, find the golden spoon, a nade launcher to blow our third friends up, and then had to deal with a lot of extra trouble in the watery area. Once we filled the room beside it up with enough water, we entered chapter 6. Unlocking the past. Nathan wonders about the importance of that tower as it is drawn on the map. And oh, good God! Really, we need to get into some combat again? Alright, scumbags, have at it. It was all worth it though, as the Silver Inca mask is ours. Opening up the gates, I parkour my way toward this pile of blocks. Swing with it to make a path, and then after reaction time of a goldfish and get fucking smashed. Second time's the charm though. All leading to some more parkour trouble. Once at the top, we obtain some keys so we can have a looky inside here. This place leads to a big open area with some friends being jerks. Now a lot of dudes tried to fry us, but ha! Are you talking to a pro gamer here that is playing on easy difficulty? Yes, you are. The highlight of the fight was the Spanish silver coin. But once I made my way up, I wasn't free of trouble yet. Before cleaning them all, I found the silver Tyrona pendant and then find an English helmet and a message from Francis Drake.
Fletcher, we have gone to the Great Tower. I pray that you will meet us there. Francis Drake. Wow. So you made it. But what were you plotting?
Then trouble came to find us once more and we witnessed Drake's tower. First though, yeah, what really extremely surprising how much combat does this game have. The highlight of it all, the gold llama of course. Climb all the way into Drake's tower, where we find his spyglass, and with it, we try to uncover what he was looking for. Spotting Elena? With some dipshits wanting to kill her, so we rescue her. At the cost of ending up in jail. With Elena mocking us from outside of it, really not the time lady, she apparently knows all about how this jail cell's built and promises to get us out. Looks like Drake was trapped by an old friend, Eddie Raja. His deal with standard villain simple. We need to help him toward the gold, and then he will consider letting us live.
Is that it? Is that my deal? Die now, or help you, and die later. Oh, it's a tough call, but you know what? I'll take die now.
Eddie was promised treasure on this rock, but all that is happening is his men dying. He has nothing to show for it. In the meantime, we see a little hook clinging on in the back. And Eddie goes on about willing to bless us a little too. Even catching the girl for us.
The girl? Oh, Eddie, the girl's long gone. She's probably off the island by now. Going for help.
I will find her. Trust me. How much trouble could one girl be?
Well, that much trouble, buddy. We yoink the map out of his hand and drive off, entering chapter 7 out of the frying pan. And now we have to blast through multiple and a couple multiple extra waves of enemies using both my machine gun and its nice little grenade launcher function. As we dodge many cliffs, we eventually dodge another one, except for the tire. It got stuck in the dirt. Eddie Raja caught up.
Did you really think you could escape from what?
Eddie becomes completely delusional about the situation and does not hold back. He wants the map now! And as we are out of roads, we don't make our own. We just tell Eddie to come and get that map. Reverse the car, straight into the water, swim in our butts towards shore, having entered chapter 8. The Drowned City, with priority 1, grabbing that sexy decorated silver ring. Now we had to deal with practically the whole island that has been alarmed that some treasure hunting fella is on their island. Now dealing with these junks got me the run and gunner achievement for killing 20 enemies by hip firing. Elena wants to show us what she got on camera. She recorded the building in the harbor, the place where all the boats come into the colony and where they unload the cargo. So if the El Dorado treasure came to this island, it would have come through there. Nate spots something else too. A boat! Their ticket out of here, and Elena is surprised about Nate and Drake giving up. Nate gives some solid reasons on why pursuing the treasure is a dumb idea. The treasure ain't worth dying over. So now, we will take the wheel on the jet ski off to the harbor. All we had to do was avoid some exploding barrels and blow up some goons with Elena's grenade launcher while also avoiding their incoming gunfire and those goddamn exploding barrels! Long story short, doable and easy, but I don't even want to know and imagine the horrors that will be on crushing. Now when I pulled through all that nonsense, our next objective was finding a way toward that tower while Elena guards our right. Oh, and yes, finding my way there consisted of some more nonsense with some more goons. And oh boy, was I struggling once more. That crushing difficulty, I don't even want to try it, man. Though when I get through, I find myself the Silver Frog. A bit of parkour later, we open the gate and enter chapter 9. the tower. Once again, having a little jet ski fun. Highly depends on what you call fun though. We blast open the gate and we must head toward the tower while Elena meets us on the other side with the jet ski. 50 kills with the AK achievement. Much obliged me. Reversing to the rest of the fights and parkourness, I get the 100 headshot achievement as well. For you know, giving head to 100 dudes. I also get the 50 kills with the Moss shotgun achievement and then the 20 kills achievement with the Rest revolver. Whoa, that is going good. After the entire fight, I also find the golden fish charm. Had climbed up these chains to climb up these chains to spot a beautiful zipline. Zip across it, getting us first. The proficient fortune hunter for having found 30 treasures. And then, opening the gate for Elena, entering chapter 10, the customs house. With Elena by our sides now, we can venture on, where we find all the old ship manifests, including the order list, aka this was a cargo location. And yes, Nathan casually reads 16th century Spanish, because this man is much more than your average treasure hunter.
Right here. Gold statue. Weight 20 arrobas. That's over 500 pounds. That's gotta be it.
And it sure is, Drake. El Dorado was an idol, a statue. Indeed, no place. This is the last entry in the books, though. As Nate clings onto his little ring, Elena asks about it. It was Sir Francis's, and on it is a date, 29th of January, 1596. The day before he supposedly died. But also coordinates toward the coast of Panama. So yep, that's how he found that coffin. The main plan is still going for that boat though. Once again, this ain't worth dying over. So yeah, there were more and more goons to deal with. Once I got to the crank, I first headed back for the silver belt buckle, then went through, and Elena doesn't see the boat. Guess we missed it. Yeah, nice try, lady. It's right over there. She obviously just does not want to board on with his plan, and says that she'll wait right here and take some scenery footage while we go and pick her up later. Don't trust this shit in the slightest, but like I got a choice. The only choice I got was dying. These assholes disturbing my climbing piece eventually led to 50 kills with the micro 9mm achievement. But man oh man were they annoying. Once I pulled through though, we entered chapter 11. Trapped. Which had me discovering the M4 and being trapped inside one crazy battle extravaganza in a huge ass lobby. Now, there were several failed attempts, but on the winning one, he got out of that mess and reached that sweet, sweet boat. All we gotta do is take these fellas. Elena! Oh, God in God's name, what do you want? She forces us to watch her damn video. So, yeah, sure, let's have a... Sully is alive? One concern is that Sully isn't really being held at gunpoint though when entering that plane, which raises suspicion he might be a backstabber. The boat got away.
But no, Sully's a lot of things, but he's not a backstabber.
Alright then, he's not a backstabber. Noted. According to Elena, they were heading somewhere toward the north, toward the mountains. We are going to rescue Sully, or just beat the crap out of him if he really is a traitor. With some more fun shooting later, we snatched a Spanish gold coin, crossed this bridge that isn't very sturdy anymore, according to Nate. And oh shit, he was right! Elena, goddammit, pull yourself together and just drop that damn camera! Which she does, meaning, haha, no more show for you. Only Sully rescue time and treasure finding time, like that silver Spanish chalice. After making it outside, traveling a little extra, also the gold Coatimundi. Codimundi, that's probably how you say that. Look at that stupid little thing. So cute, weird, random, it's cute, it's funny. We find another jet ski, entering chapter 12, heading upriver. Where we indeed headed up a river with an insane stream, avoiding explosive barrels. Not my favorite cup of tea. But no, for real. I hate these jet ski bits so much. The thing is bloody impossible to steer. It is such a slog to go through. This bit took about 2 or maybe 3 centuries. And not only do I have to do this on crushing, but I also have to beat this in under 5 minutes for another speedrun achievement. I don't want to over-exaggerate, but these dumbass explosive barrels. Don't forget the friendly firing, grenade launching knobhats. This is going to be impossible on crushing. Oh my god. But man, when it was all over, we entered chapter 13. The sanctuary? We bust through this wooden door, had some fellers to deal with, and a golden turtle to obtain. To traverse quite a bit upwards, witnessing quite the trip. Elena thinks, hey, it's a Spanish trap. Nate says, no, ma'am, this right here is not from the Spanish. It is made out of our plane. But why would someone make this if their own men are walking around? Well, they wouldn't. Something or someone's been here. Nate does not trust any of it. He senses they're being watched. But then lets it go again. Well, Nate, you better keep your eyes peeled, alright, for those treasures! That's the silver Inca cup right there. Then we get introduced to the laser sights, aka goons wielding weapons that'll one-shot you, either wielding a deagle or a sniper. I'll gladly take that deagle. Also finding a new sort of pistol that Elena used on the jet ski bit. Then we hear some henchmen of her old pal Gabriel Roman talk about that the old man cannot be trusted, aka they were discussing Sully. And once we wipe them all, we had a lot more dipshits to fire through. And with all of the loadouts having switched up, we were obviously no longer fighting Eddie's crew, because it seems Roman is controlling this bit. Also finding a SAS-12 shotgun. Now it took a bit to find my way through, as when I tried to open this gate, I think Nathan was just too weak or some shit. He was not having it. But I found that jewel silver cross and then became a certified blind dude, not seeing the huge pile of exploding barrels. So now Elena pulled it up while we were going to hold it up for her.
Go. Gently. Ah, I said gently.
Wow, Elena. That was low. I snatched a silver toothpick and then had to deal with a courtyard full of mumbo jumbo and annoying snipers. I was fumbling a lot until I found a sniper that helped a lot. Once I finally pulled through this nonsense, we had to find a way into the library that wasn't through its main door. But I first grabbed the gold Spanish chalice and then the silver Coatimundi, earning us the professional fortune hunter achievement. Once I found a secret passage toward the library, inside, it is goddamn Victor Sullivan, and as he is happily telling a bar story, you see Nathan in disbelief. Although the guards aren't all too happy with his yappings. He hasn't figured it all out yet, as the books he got aren't complete anymore, plus, they're in Spanish. But oh crap, they spotted us, and once again, we gotta pull through a battle that, let me tell you, is no easy one. But much more doable than pretty much any other big battle we had yet. So Nathan and Elena share a little suspicion on Sully.
Well, you're looking awfully good for a corpse.
So you brought the girl after all, huh?
The girl?
Hey, if it wasn't for her, you wouldn't be getting rescued right now.
If this is a rescue.
What the hell does that mean?
You gotta admit, Sully, this all looks a little shady.
Yeah.
I mean, you tipping those guys off?
And miraculously showing up alive?
Now wait a goddamn minute. Roman had a contract out on me. I needed to buy some time. All right, stupid mistake. I didn't realize they'd try and track us.
Sully, we would have been headed home with the treasure by now if you had just for once kept your mouth shut.
And you might have thought of checking for a pulse before running off and leaving me for dead.
Well, there you got quite the point, Sol. But how in God's name did he survive? It was Francis's diary. It actually took a bullet for him. Sully convinced Roman that without him, they would never find that treasure. So he has just been misleading them ever since. Now Drake had it all figured out. Okay.
See, that's the symbol the Spanish used to mark their secret vaults. The treasure is hidden right here in this monastery. Find the symbol,
And we find the vault.
We have everything we need right here. All the clues to take us right to the treasure. We can do this, kid.
All right, you boys aren't gonna get all chummy and leave the girl behind again, are you?
Don't even think about it, Sully. She's got a mean right hook.
I'll keep that in mind.
Now we once again got ourselves a puzzle, having to take a good look at Francis's diary. So I give all the statues their corresponding spin, and bingo! Down into the secret library we go. First, we find a golden cup and cover, then twist 2 of these vertical levers and open a door.
Okay, you two sit tight. I'm gonna check things out.
Whoa, wait, no. You're not going out there alone.
Yeah, Roman's men are swarming all over this place.
Yeah, and one person will make a lot less noise than 3. Come on, I'll be fine. And you guys will be safe here. They don't even know about this room.
Okay, take this with you. Leave it on channel 13. They don't use that one. And keep us posted.
All right, you got it. Close this thing back up.
Yeah.
Nate? Be careful.
Come on. I always am. Ah! I did not see that! Ah!
Now entering chapter 14, Going Underground. As Nathan is all alone now, this is going to be quite a journey. First things first, golden Inca vessel. Then we had to do some ledge climbing, where I also snatched the golden skull. Dealt with some more great friends of Romans, got out of the catacombs, entering this big ass church. I first get the silver snuff box and then fight for my dear life. with a fuck-ass quote about drakes, which basically meant shoot the bells very jingly. That opens this very dark tunnel for the Silver Spanish Goblet. And some more fun with some more goons that somehow also got down into this cave. Anyway, I climbed up into this room where from above we hear Roman, Eddie, and Navarro having a little chit-chat. Or well, Roman telling Eddie to piss off with his horrible triad trying to catch Drake.
Oh, this is bullshit, Roman, and you know it!
We are done here, Mr. Roger. Remind me again why you employed that superstitious idiot.
You wanted someone cheap.
Well, you get what you pay for, I suppose.
Welp, Drake knows a little bit more now. Right after, I snatch a silver ingot and also got the gold and ruby Inca mask. Then open up the gates, getting us outside into chapter 15, on the trail of the treasure. Starting it off with the gold Inca figurine. Now climbing my way up the entire fortress. Once inside, I had to clear some waste again, but it looks like we are just back at the beginning. We're running in circles here. Sully knows something about a secret gallery at top of the church, so that's our next objective. But first, a golden bird vessel. Only 11 treasures remain. So I was traversing my way toward the top of the church, which unsurprisingly wasn't without any gunfire. But yeah, it was worth it, as we spotted that symbol from Francis's diary, plus the expert fortune hunter achievement. Making my way over there was just some Uncharted parkour, with a little bit of keeping my eyes peeled for the correct route. Once I latched onto the key, I had to make my way over to the other side to latch onto that one. Once I latched onto that key, the beautiful church window opened up. Once passed by, I find the jeweled golden cross and an openable window, leading into the cemetery, with the one and only Navarro and Roman sitting right on top of the treasure vault. Nate needs a diversion from Sully to get them out of there. Sully says he's on it, and the plan is to meet him at the mausoleum once he's got them diverted. Now, how Nathan has to get past these goons without getting noticed? Well, it looks like the diversion worked, because out of nowhere they all know about Sully's escape, and a stealth approach wasn't even an option. But I cleared pretty quickly. Find the silver skull, get the 20 kills with the Desert 5 achievement, and fight the golden Inca mask. Looks like Sully and Elena made it to the mausoleum, and Nathan is sure that this is the right place. Just the exact location? Well, it's got something to do with these symbols. And of course, we once again got an actual book giving us a chance of succeeding, unlike Roman and Navarro. With the most symbols in the right place, some had to be turned around, eventually leading into this door opening. As the crew enters, Elena steps onto something. It's a trap! Shit, Sully! Oh god. Okay, well, there goes Sully. Elena and Nate are now, well, hopefully not completely trapped. And let's hope that Sully does not get shot again. This enters chapter 16, the treasure vault. And it is quite a maze of a place, with Elena wondering where to go. Well, first we go to the tippy-toppy for the silver cup and cover. To progress, I mostly did some very simple puzzling, like following the golden plates on the ground, climbing, and activating the big hamster wheel. The big hamster wheel activated pretty much everything else in the dungeon. With activating everything, I do mean everything. These traps are annoying as shit. But what wasn't annoying is finding another treasure. Continuing following the right path and trying to not do overly stupid mistakes or hit booby traps, I eventually fall down this shaft thingy that opens up this window thingy, allowing Nate to enter, climb some chains, and do another shaft thingy. That opens a big gate, so that's great. Oh, and it lowers the bridge. Oh no, that's very nice. And then we continue walking around, and suddenly, shit, what is happening? It's Eddie.
Hey, Boule! Last man alive gets the gold. You lose. Kill them both.
Oh, so this just keeps getting better and better. There's seriously not 1 minute where we can just take a breather. I didn't even know if this was possible. It wasn't me. Elena just kept dying. At least thanks to that, I popped the 50 kills with the M4 achievement. Now once she stopped dying, I activated this ladder mechanism. Got touched from behind, but when I touched them harder, I touched the rest of Eddie's goons. Grabbed the gold snuff box, and once making my way up another circular wooden staircase, Elena and Nate are sick of finding nothing. Well, that is until he finds Francis Drake. That's Francis Drake's body. He never found it. He just died here.
So much for greatness. Wasted his life. For nothing.
Nathan's more ready than ever to move. Entering chapter 17. The heart of the vault. There is a broken ladder, so we boost Elena up, and up there is an old hoist or something. And a tunnel! Our ticket out! We meet an old friend again, old Eddie.
What the hell's going on out there?
Didn't you see them?
Oh, no. Oh, God, no.
We're trapped. Jesus, what is that?
We're dead! We're all dead!
Eddie, get back here! Oh, crap.
Jake, if we don't make it out of here, I just want you to know I hate your guts.
Yeah, likewise, pal. Now let's do this.
We had to keep these zombie bastards off of us now. Doing this isn't the hardest thing, but working together with Eddie isn't my favorite bit. Not hard doesn't mean easy. These little shits two-shot you. So death happened, alright. As Elena tries to throw down a rope, it's apparently stuck, so that's great! Hurry your ass up before Nate and the Indonesian get eaten alive.
That's right, you ugly kunyuk! Don't mess with Eddie Raja!
With all the good heart Nathan has, he wants to rescue Eddie. Sadly enough, he does not succeed. And as the zombies started to attack with more and more, Elena better start working on that rope! Once she finally did, we climb our way to safety. Or, well, kinda. Because we've got a tunnel to run through and provide backup fire as well. Eventually, though, safety is achieved behind the steel vault door.
Nate,
What?
where are we?
Well, it looks like you two found yourselves in quite the meeting room. Nathan spots another U-boat, which explains a lot. And this one and only piece of paper proves that they found it. They must have broken into the vault and cleared it all out. Nate's confused.
If that's where the statue is now. Oh man, we were right on top of it.
Elena finds an elevator shaft. Germans weren't big on paying their electricity bills, it seems. Nathan's plan is to make it to the generator room, but how will they get out of there?
Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Found a way out.
Nice work.
Nate's going alone, as Elena cannot do such parkour. Although Mr. Drake ain't too fancy about leaving the girl all alone with the zombies on their trail, it is the best shot they've got. So we enter chapter 18. The bunker. We climb our way to the top, go far right and reach the other side. Here, we enter a really dark area with Sully trying to communicate, but the signals are too weak. I find an old MP40, so that's cool, and with it, I'm basically playing Left 4 Dead now. Or maybe some of that Last of Us vibes, because, you know, same developers. I find the gold monkey figurine, and as I try to wrap my head around this dark maze, I stumble into the generator room. Start turning this crank, which makes a huge-ass buzzing noise. Alarms going off. Well, there's no way in hell those zombros didn't just hear that. This enters chapter 19, Unwelcome Guests. And I'm dead-ass playing Killing Floor. I tried to make my way over to the big switch. Once I pulled it, I still had to get through the other side. Which was easier said than done. But the second one really brought in some light. Then turned my lights out. All those kills popped the 30 kills with the MP40 achievements before I even knew it. I mean, this bit wasn't easy, so with the deaths included, plenty more than 30 kills were made with that gun. Anyway, when I finally just about got to the exit door and sealed it up tight, we bent back to the place we started from and see El Dorado being projected. On that clip, we see some infected dudes tweaking and chained down. That guy was there with Sir Francis, or well, his dead body. So does that mean the body we found was the original location of El Dorado?
My end is near. The devils hunt for me in the darkness. The gold of El Dorado bears a terrible curse. The Spaniards have unleashed hell, become as demons. My men have all been murdered, leaving the task to me alone. No ship will depart this island. I destroyed them all and drowned the cursed city. A thing of such great evil must never leave these shores. In my final hour, I commend my soul to God. May he have mercy on this unholy place. Francis Drake.
Yep, there was some sort of lost city. And that statue is a cursed idol. It is far from over, as these things just won't stop bothering us. Well, that fight was over soon though, and we make it to another control room. Shit. Elena's caught by the two dipshits, and we can hear Roman speaking through the mic, but we ain't got one. Elena tries to, I don't know, play the hero, sacrificing herself and telling Nate to leave ASAP. Roman apologizes for interrupting, but just wanted to thank us for leading him to El Dorado. Well, you're welcome, jackass. They will keep Elena with them so that me and Sully don't try anything creative.
So long, Nate. It's been fun.
Yeah. Keep smiling, asshole. I'll see you soon.
And scrap. Looks like he also sent some guards after us. Now these guards were your average Uncharted fight. But this little place, of course, added the twist of the crazy undead people. So there I was, once more blasting my way through these soldiers and undead. Along the way, I popped the triple dynamite achievement for getting 3 kills with any sort of explosive. And as ammo was becoming more valuable than my life, only being able to throw grenades took my life. But your boy was pretty lucky. That spot contained a checkpoint, so I gave that hard bit another whirl, cleared it out this time, and found the golden sea dragon pendant. Only 2 treasures remain. We finally climb out of that undead tomb, entering chapter 20. Race to the rescue. We inform Sully about the trouble Elena's in, but he has got trouble himself. The bastards got him pinned down at the church. We've got to rescue him. But first, one more treasure, the gold ingot. Not focusing on it right now though, we need to get to Sully. I popped the 50 kills with the 92 FS pistol achievement and then continued to shoot the shunts of bitches in the churchyard. This was far from easy, and with plenty of deaths taken, we didn't earn any other weapons achievements, but honestly, I don't know, I kind of expected that. We informed Sully about how the statue was already found by the Germans and that it cursed everybody. Roman and Navarro have no clue what they're dealing with, so we got to get to that church. Of course, if you thought it would be a freebie, oh boy, the church is filled with snipers, demolition men, and crazy soldiers who know how to throw grenades. This battle, man, oh my god, I'm still sweating talking about it, but hey. Once it was all cleared, the only thing that was able to cross my mind was I have to do this on crushing. But we revealed the secret passage under the altar and entered chapter Gold and Bones. Nate explains exactly what we found to Sully. He finds it crazy, but hey, what else does he have? First thing on the agenda, treasure 60 out of 60, earning me the Master Fortune Hunter achievement. A little further down, we also find the Sapphire and Silver Mask, granting the Master Thief Collection achievement and pushing us to 61 out of 60 treasures. Lovely. With all collectibles obtained, we go deeper until we find it. The one and only El Dorado. And of course, the crew got there as well. They expected us.
You two should realize by now that I plan for every contingency. Now drop your weapons. Down there. No heroics, please. Or I will kill her. Good. Now, if you'll just hang tight, we'll be with you in a moment. It's magnificent. The craftsmanship. I've never seen anything like it before.
That is only a shell. The real treasure of El Dorado lies inside. Open it!
Our great friend indeed opens it. But didn't know it was cursed, leading to him getting cursed and becoming an easy takedown for Navarro.
Adios, jefe.
Navarro wants the idol loaded up. Nathan tells him he has no clue what he's doing, and he thinks the exact opposite way. He'll sell it for a fortune to the right buyer. But then, the damn undead he called up appear. Nathan confirms they are the Spanish. They've never left. The boys tackle the guards, taking their shotguns, however Navarro leaves with Elena. As Nathan, we've got undead to wipe out, and a helicopter to reach in time. Unsurprisingly, I get the medal for 50 kills with the SAS 12, but apparently it's no achievement. What a bummer. How much of a bummer? Well, at least not too much, because we reach the idol and latch onto it. Waving to our friendly guards who inform Navarro his plan is ruined. Elena kicks the guard out, the soldier shoots the pilot through the head, and Nathan safely lands onto the boat. Navarro and Elena crash, but don't exactly fall off. Elena's unconscious. Navarro is done with Nate. His crew pulls up, entering chapter 22, Showdown. This is the final battle. Navarro one-shots your ass. He is no joke. Every time you take down his wave of guards, he relocates. But the problem is, you've got to be careful with your limited supply of bullets and relocate. Because those wooden boxes you're behind can be broken down easily. To be honest, I wasn't struggling like crazy. It's purely a game of patience. Every time Navarro peeks, just wait. Once he reloads, you go at it. Crushing difficulty on the other hand, well, we'll get into it. Because right now easy is doable. Until you catch up to him and he sets off explosive barrels. You are an unarmed soldier now, buddy. And how in God's name are you gonna kill that man with a shotgun? Once again, patience. Because patience is key. Once we get in reach, we beat the crap out of him and he tries the same back, reaching for his shotgun. But not in time. Sorry, pal. Only one man can be victorious on this boat. This gets us The Charted Easy achievement for beating Navarro on the easy difficulty. We wake up Elena. She isn't stupid. Navarro isn't dead. But neither is Nate. He pushes the helicopter into the water, snapping Navarro's leg together with Eldorado's idol, dragging both underwater. He'll have the most painful drown of his life. I don't want to trade with that guy. In the distance, the goat comes to pick us up with a boat.
It's a shame we're leaving empty-handed, though.
Oh, well, you know, I did manage to save one small thing. Here, I thought you might miss this.
Thanks.
Yeah.
You two got a funny idea of romantic.
Sully! Wow, you look like hell.
You should see the other guys. Got us a boat.
We already have a boat.
Yeah, big boat.
I like this one better.
Sully, you beautiful son of a bitch!
Borrowed it off a couple of pirates who were too dead to cash.
As the gang sails off away from the crazy island, Elena tells Nate he still owes her. And you know what? He's in. Cause trust me, he was still in it for 3 bloody games. But that is a story for another time. Credits roll, and oh boy, could I not care less. And of course, well, there are no post-credit scenes. Which means only one thing. We must now start our journey once more on the crushing difficulty. The first chapter wasn't hard, but the first trophy popped. Brutal Brawler for getting 5 brutal combo kills. I was just trying to speed through the game here. Of course, the beginning was piss easy, mostly dialogue and puzzle solving, nothing that makes crushing any more brutal. Now in chapter 3, a surprising find, I did the submarine stuff, blah blah blah, but after Sully gets shot and you have to run from the goons, you trigger one of those brutal combos. What did I do? Well, I reloaded my save multiple times to redo it. First, I popped the Brutal Expert achievement for 5 brutal combos in a row. A couple of reloads later, the Brutal Slugger achievement for 20 kills with a brutal combo. Then, when I met up with Elena, I stealth killed this guard. Not once, but 42 times, using the save reload method again, to earn the Master Ninja achievement. Was that fun? Well, if it was or wasn't, that doesn't matter, because we're not even done yet. Because we gotta do it again, but this time, shoot the dude in his leg and then finish him off with 1 punch. That got me the Steel Fist achievement, and then I had to land 5 more clean punches in a row for the Steel Fist Expert achievement. I messed it up. So I went another 10 times. Finally, when that popped, it was time for my first real battle. And let me tell you, these enemies, back a stupid bunch. Pulling through the rest of chapter 3. Felt like playing Arma 3. Suddenly, a tactical shooter instead of my usual arcadey joke. I died a lot. Okay? A good handful of times. But then I finally made it to chapter 4. I'm gonna tell you a little fun fact about chapter 4. Chapter 4 is known as one of the biggest pains in the ass on crushing. Anyway, first thing I did, I popped the 250 headshots achievement. But why is chapter 4 such a shitty chapter? Because you've got the worst guns in the game, big groups of enemies in huge open spaces, narrow corners everywhere, and it's the longest chapter. Numero uno slog. Long story short, I went full save reload extravaganza again. I needed 20 gunfire kills hanging from a ledge, plus 10 grenade kills while hanging. First, the grenade hangman achievement popped, then 30 kills with the MK NDI, 30 kills with the grenades. Then applied the exact same method with my pistol for 20 kills hanging and earned the hangman achievement. Let me tell you another thing, because I like to repeat it. Crushing difficulty is insanely dumb. Patience doesn't save you 9 out of 10 times. I don't even want to talk about the bullshit it took me to just reach the grenade launcher part. An hour to reach the end of chapter fucking 4. I know it's the longest one, but on average it takes 14 minutes. But when I finally got to the end with the grenade launcher guy, I reloaded my save again to get the 30 kills with the M79. Then 3 kills with 1 explosive 5 times for the Dynamite Master achievement. Those achievements did put a real smile on my face as I finally finished chapter 4. Chapter 5 was low-key doable, far from a breeze, not exactly easy, but far from how insanely difficult it's braced. I fought through it and reached chapter 6 in what, like 25 minutes? Chapter 6 took about 20 minutes with a fair bit of struggling, but nothing outrageous. 20 minutes is not shabby. Then came chapter 7, and this big boy buggy on crushing absolutely crushed me. Honestly, I have mad respect for anyone who 100%s this game, because holy shit, this is a pile of pure piss. But we made it to chapter 8. Yippee! And yes, you know what that means. jet ski. I hated this thing on easy, and I hated even more somewhere around chapter 11, I think it was. No, it was 12. So my first jet ski drive here required more patience than I ever had. But it's gonna be more funny if I tell you right now that I first tried it. I nailed it! What I didn't nail first try was the way to that zip line, because these fat fucking disgusting assholes made it absolutely impossible. Holy shit. But hey, chapter 9 hits, another jet ski section. And I hate jet skis. Not gonna lie, this was difficult. Not first try, but manageable. It's gonna be nothing like the Nightmare Big Stream one that we're gonna still have to do soon. Heading toward the zip line, the route itself, yep, crushing me. Pain, more pain, pure pain. You should be grateful, dude. I don't live record this stuff. Your eardrums would be bleeding by now. Chapter 10 is a fan least favorites on Crushing for its close quarters combat. But the real kicker, Chapter 11. The big lobby. Already bad on easy. I wasn't struggling too much here, thanks to the dragon sniper tucked behind the staircase. A huge help. And I personally think that a lot of people don't know about that sniper, because trust me, those 5 bullets is all you need. And it even got me the 30 kills achievement with it. And the rest of chapter 11 isn't even worth mentioning. But chapter 12, well, you know what chapter 12 is. I'll maybe knock your socks off, but I sure as hell knocked mine off. Chapter 13 is Sanctuary. Yeah, I done that chapter 12 in 8 minutes. 8 stupid minutes! I guess I've become a professional. Sanctuary was a typhus area spreading all over my body, making me want to hang myself. But when I got to the churchyard, instead of playing Mr. Tough Guy, I just ran toward the secret library, died a couple of times in the library, but who cares? We made it to chapter 14, which is barely a chapter, easy peasy. The church battle was minor compared to everything so far, so, you know, I'm not really counting it as, oh, it was so difficult. Chimed the 2 bells, crawled through the rest of the catacombs, and boom! Chapter 15. Chapter 15, barely had any combat until the very end. And that end bit, piss easy. Chapter 16 was your usual boring puzzle shit until Eddie Raju. When he crashes the party, things become a bit unfair. But I beat it in about 20 minutes. Not as insane as I actually expected. Now we're at the part where the zombies arrive. First bit with Eddie, I'd have done it the first try if I hadn't jumped through the rope like a no-clipper. Because, hey, why don't you just climb the rope, Nathan? Second try, perfect! Out of the tunnel, we hit chapter 18. Here's where it gets spicy. Survivor achievement. 75 kills without dying. Is it smart to go for this achievement on Crushing? Of course not. But I'm retarded. And if your name is Arctic High School, you'll breeze through these levels without dying anyway. The generator room, chapter 19. All you gotta do is lock in. Turn on the power. Open the exit, but don't go through it. Because an infinite spawn of exactly 3 Zombros, 3, not strong enough to kill me, and with careful ammo management, the Survivor achievement eventually pops. Man, that was quite an accomplishment. All I had to do now was deal with these pesky Romans henchmen, no problem. And once we made it outside, I could almost taste that Uncharted Crushing achievement. Chapter 20 kicked off with a little tricky battle alongside Sully. Tricky? Very tricky. But once I triggered the checkpoint, it was game over for them. Then I completely forgot about the church extravaganza. This demanded pure muscle memory. Know every sniper location, take out all the grenade launcher goons first, trigger the armored crew from the front, and then backtrack carefully so you don't get shot from behind. It required some insane movement and insane strategies, but when you actually apply it and don't act like an idiot, voila, chapter 21 is yours. I blitzed that one in like literally 2 minutes, and all that's left is Showdown. The final battle on Crushing. Not easy. That asshole one-shots you, and his guards are just as lethal as before. The strategy I used in easy didn't get me far enough to reach the first checkpoint, until I didn't cheese it, but I really took my time, barely using cover since that stuff kept breaking. Covering behind the metal is the biggest brain move ever, and if you really take your time and just wait for Navarro to reload the only 2 seconds he does that, because on Crushing he is very, very, very brutal, you eventually reach that checkpoint. Now the checkpoint is still very deadly because the enemies sometimes just hit you so hard that you just get killed inside of that cutscene. But if you're a handsome penguin like me, who doesn't suck at the game, you handsomely repeat the game on Crushing, popping Uncharted Normal, Uncharted Hearts, and Uncharted Crushing. 3 achievements in one go. But that platinum, well, did not pop yet, because we still need 3 trophies. The speedrun achievements. Beat Chapter 5 in under 10 minutes, beat Chapter 12 in under 5, and beat Chapter 16 in under 7. Putting Chapter 5 on easy, speedrun mode engaged. I crushed it! In 8 minutes and 52 seconds. Next, Chapter 12, the infamous jet ski. No time to dilly-dally. Nate and Elena are racing the clock. First try, I nailed it in 4 minutes and 43 seconds. That is very close. And I could have actually done it quicker, but, well, I messed some things up that really wasn't necessary. But you know how I actually did it? Well, I blind fired the whole way through. I went full gas and just full spamming that blind fire button, as the aim assist is pretty crazy. So at least we secured that achievement, so it doesn't matter. And then all we had to do was beat Chapter 16 in under 7 minutes. Now, the fun thing about Chapter 16 is that the first bit is just puzzles and booby traps, and as long as you just remember how to do it exactly and don't mess it up too much, this is easy. And then I completely forgot about the Eddie Raju interrupting. First thing that sucks is that this whole stupid cutscene about him just, I don't know, yapping, literally costs you time. But as it is my 3rd time running it, the nonsense wasn't all too tough anymore, and I did know what to do. So, 6 minutes and 29 seconds on the clock, we finished it, and boom. That's the platinum trophy, baby. We 100%ed Uncharted Drake's fortune. Holy shit! People, I cannot thank you enough for coming on this insane journey with me. It means more than you could imagine that you have made it and watched it this far. I hope you enjoy my other videos and the ones coming up just as much as you enjoyed this one. I loved making it, and I cannot wait to catch you in the next 100%.